Encens Roi. This is a new release from one of my favorite niche perfumeries, Histoires De Parfums. They often give amazing value for the price. Have they delivered this time as well? Let's see. So the name doesn't lie. For reference, I've got the frankincense essential oil right here, and this smells quite similar to frankincense. But frankincense is a material that doesn't last for too long. So here we've got more sweetness, the spiciness is a lot less prominent, but it's quite apparent that you've got frankincense in here. Smoky, dry, spicy, getting a bit of a Labdanum vibe here. In terms of strength, the projection isn't that big. I'd say roughly 7 out of 10 points. In about 10 to 15 minutes the frankincense mostly disappears and I'm left with a sweet, ambery, a bit spicy, powdery, metallic smell. At this point I do feel a very slight bubblegum vibe, something similar to Andy Tauer's L'Air de Dessert Marocain, which is a very good thing. This is a masterpiece. Obviously they're not exactly the same. This is a bit more sweet, has a more dry smell and a bit of skankiness, while here I get more of an incense vibe and still amberiness, still that sweetness, but a bit toned down. At around 2 hours the scent becomes a lot simpler and weaker. Sweet, dry with an ambery, woody spiciness, has a definite similarity to Zadig and Voltaire's. This is him, but with a much higher quality. No doubts about that. This smells a bit more coconutty, a bit more designery, while here we do get a more complex, niche type of smell, something really similar to other Histoires De Parfums creations and a bit reminiscent of Parfums de Marly as well. But keep in mind that at this point we're pretty much talking about skin scent. So 2 to 3 hours is about the limit, in my opinion, that this fragrance has in terms of projection. Afterwards, just skin scent. At about 4 hours the sweetness fades a bit and I'm left with a more fuzzy, dusty, woody, ambery feel, but the strength stays pretty much the same as 2 hours ago, so it becomes a bit more stable in terms of projection. And on the next day I feel pretty much nothing on my skin, so just a slight amberiness. Overall, this is a frankincense scent that quite quickly turns into a sweet, but not too sweet, ambery scent. It's not too long lasting and it's not too projecting either. In my opinion, it's a good run-of-the-mill niche. Has definite similarities to other fragrances out there. It's sweeter and a lot more palatable than Rien Intense Incense. In the opening, it's a lot more incensey than L'Air de Dessert Marocain, but has a bit of that bubblegummy, dry, ambery vibe to it for half the price. And it has a dry down that's a bit similar to This Is Him, but with a lot more quality there. You can easily identify that this is an Histoires De Parfums fragrance by the way it's been structured. For example, the amber accord here is very characteristic of the house, and I love it. Also, my girlfriend really enjoyed it during the test, so I guess it has the potential of being a compliment magnet. The best way to enjoy Encens Roi, in my opinion, is to spray it on clothes. This way, the amberiness stays there for much longer. It's a fall-winter scent, in my opinion, and can be worn pretty much anywhere. It's not too overpowering, it's not too sweet, it's just a nice, niche fragrance. So let's talk about the value this fragrance brings to the table. 175 euros for 120 mils. If you want an incense amber niche, this is it. Great smell, serviceable longevity, okay value for niche, but you should sample it first though. If you want more of an ambery scent from Histoires De Parfums, I would go with Ambre 114. It's more readily available from discounters and it smells amazing in a different way. More sweet, more powdery, more resinous. But if you're really into hardcore heavy incense, I would go with Rien Intense Incense. It smells quite edgy, costs around 100 euros per 100 ml on discounters, and the performance is just monstrous. Ooh. What I would do is I would sample this, check if I like it, and most likely wait for it to go on discounters, because it's nice, no doubts about that, but it didn't really wow me per se. What did wow me is Histoires De Parfums 1740, and you can see more of it in this video.